Dear family and friends, hope all is well with you and your families during this very confusing and stressful time. If you know me personally, you know my spirit and you know my heart. Normally, I don't make posts like this, and please know that my intention is not to start a social media war. I just want to share some facts which I've been researching, and I want to help you put the coronavirus into perspective. So let's look at how coronavirus compares to some of the leading causes of death globally. According to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases are the number one cause of death globally. An estimated 17.9 million people died from cardiovascular diseases in 2016. Cardiovascular diseases are caused by a combination of risk factors, such as tobacco use, unhealthy diet, obesity, physical inactivity, harmful use of alcohol, among other reasons. As of March 27, 2020, this morning, the coronavirus cases have been 559,165 cases. Deaths globally have been 25,354, compared to an estimated 17.9 million people who died from cardiovascular diseases in 2016. According to the World Health Organization, cancer is the second leading cause of death globally. Cancer is responsible for an estimated 9.6 million deaths in 2018. Cancer risk factors include alcohol, tobacco, smokeless tobacco, cigarettes, being overweight, obesity, unhealthy diet, low fruit and vegetable intake, lack of physical activity, urban air pollution, and much, much more. Again, the deaths of the coronavirus cases as of this morning don't even compare to the estimated 9.6 million deaths in 2018 from cancer. According to the World Health Organization, in 2016, an estimated 1.6 million deaths were directly caused by diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is largely the result of excess body weight, physical inactivity, unhealthy diet, intake of sugar and saturated fats, and tobacco use. Once again, the global deaths of coronavirus cases as of this morning don't even compare to the estimated 1.6 million deaths directly caused by diabetes in 2016. According to the World Health Organization, a total of 1.5 million people died from tuberculosis in 2018. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria. It's a communicable disease just like coronavirus. Alcohol and tobacco use increase the risk of tuberculosis. However, tuberculosis is curable and preventable. As of this morning, the total deaths globally for coronavirus was 25,354, compared to the total of 1.5 million people who died from tuberculosis in 2018, which is a preventable and curable disease. Once again, as of this morning, flu-associated deaths in the U.S. alone exceed the global deaths of coronavirus almost every year for the past 10 years. Look at the chart. From 2010 to 2011, there were 37,000 deaths for flu-associated illnesses. From 2012 to 2013, there were 43,000. From 2013 to 2014, there were 38,000. From 2014 to 2015, there were 51,000. From 2016 to 2017, there were 38,000. From 2017 to 2018, there were 61,000 deaths for flu-associated illnesses. From 2018 to 2019, 34,200. How come we never heard about this on the news? Look at this chart, which you can find on the website for the Center for Disease Control. The estimated deaths, hospitalizations, and illnesses due to the flu in America alone, not globally. In 2017 to 2018, there were 45 million illnesses, 810,000 hospitalizations, and 61,000 deaths, compared to the 25,354 deaths globally for coronavirus as of this morning. But the media did not overload us with these disturbing figures. Why has the media exploded with worldwide coverage of coronavirus when it doesn't even compare to the millions upon millions of deaths caused by the flu and all these other diseases? How come we don't even have the same amount of coverage when these other deaths could have been prevented if we would just stop smoking or drinking or start eating healthy or exercising? We have shut down the tourist industry, the entertainment industry, sports industry, glamour industry, food industry for a virus that has caused tens of thousands of deaths globally. But we do not give a second thought for the preventable deaths of millions upon millions of people yearly. How come most of these diseases are caused by unhealthy diets, sugar intake, consumption of saturated fats, use of alcohol and tobacco, but the media has not made an uproar about closing down these industries before to prevent these millions of deaths globally? I do not have any answers to these questions, but after looking at the facts, the data from the World Health Organization, the Center for Disease Control, the global numbers, it does not make any sense to me. Is the media trying to keep us globally distracted while something greater is happening behind the scenes? Is this a test to see how quickly the masses comply to the government's demands without asking questions? I do not know, but these numbers just don't add up to me. The more I think about it, the more questions pop up in my head. Please, by no means misunderstand what I am trying to say. I am not saying do not take coronavirus seriously. I am not saying do not wash your hands frequently. I am not saying do not take safe measures and precautions. By all means, wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer if you cannot get to soap and water. Avoid close contact with sick people if possible. Avoid touching your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and wash your hands immediately if you do have to touch those areas of your face. Cover your cough or your sneeze with a tissue. Throw the tissue out. Wash your hands immediately. If you don't have a tissue, cover your cough or your sneeze with the inner part of your elbow. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces like doorknobs, countertops, keyboards, etc. Stay home if you are sick. What I am saying is do not allow the media to instill your heart with fear, anxiety, depression, worry. What I am saying is to be at peace. Trust God. Have faith. This too shall pass. Get the facts. Do your own research. Do not just trust what you hear in the media. Verify the information you receive from family, from friends, from social media, from the news, etc. I am a born-again, Spirit-filled, Holy Ghost anointed Christian. The Apostle Paul tells us in Philippians 1:21, to live is Christ and to die is gain. If I live for Christ. If I die, I instantly gain heaven and I'm in the presence of my Creator. The worst thing that could happen with the coronavirus or any of these other sicknesses, diseases, illnesses, viruses, the worst thing that could happen is I die. But if dying means gaining heaven, then why should I worry? Why should I have fear? Why should I be anxious? Why should I be depressed? Why should I be scared? Stop letting the media put all this doubt and negativity in your heart. Trust God, your Creator, instead.